A lot of you have written in asking about the end time. You've asked about our opinion of it. You've asked why we're not writing a lot about current events in relation to the end time and all the rest. And I thought this would be a good opportunity to talk about it. I'll start by saying that I think that David really got it right on the principles of the end time. His Bible teaching on it was spot on and way advanced of everybody else, way before a lot of people who are teaching it the way he teaches it today. He had real clear vision about what the end time was about and how it worked in the Bible, sort of the mechanics of it and all the verses coming together is just tremendous. Now, and in fact, I'm in the process right now of going through the Garden of Eden series, which are 24 end time classes, which hopefully will be in the library very, very shortly. So I'm pretty excited about that because I like that kind of stuff. I like the end time. There's something about Dad that was special. He had the ability, to read the paper, to watch the news and kind of analyze the news, tell people how that fits into the end time or this is how that's going. And it was really cool. I really liked it. But that's not my gift. And that's not Maria's gift really either. And also, it was fun to hear about that, to hear Dad speculate about, so-and-so's this or that's what's happening and this country is doing that and this is what's going to happen. That was all, it was exciting, I thought. But it was speculation. And a lot of the things that he hypothesized about, they didn't happen. That's not bad because he was just speculating. But see, a lot of people are asking us to speculate. And like I said, it's not really our gift. And it's not our calling. I'm very hesitant to do it because it's kind of like saying, oh, this is what's going to happen. And then when it doesn't happen, it's like, hey, what are you telling us that for? I mean, a lot of people write me and have said, hey, you've got to tell the family about this right away. I got from the Lord, or I read, or I think there's going to be these are real ones. There's going to be an earthquake in Tokyo this year. This was last year. There's going to be an earthquake in LA because so-and-so prophet prophesied, somebody from some church prophesied, you need to tell the family right away. There's going to be a war in September and you have to just let people know. And, I'm like, wow, I better pray about these things. So I do. I don't want to be responsible to not give something that maybe the Lord's giving. So I really desperately pray. And then the Lord said, no, don't tell people that. And those things didn't happen. So it's just a kind of a heavy burden and a responsibility. It's not our gift. And I personally don't like to speculate because I don't really know what's going to happen. What I do know is going to happen is the end time's going to come. And when those events that Dad talked about in the Bible, this happens and that happens and this happens and then the Lord comes back, and when that starts coming, boy, I'll be happy to tell you. But you'll know too because you know the same Bible that I do. You know the same teachings that I do. So we're hesitant to give that kind of speculation and teaching, and there's a couple of other reasons. The Lord told us to stop thinking in terms of the end time being just right away. Now, he didn't say the end time wasn't coming soon. He just said, stop having that as your mindset. Like, start thinking longer, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years in advance so that you'll make different decisions, so you'll operate in a different way. And I like that advice. And I like it because it allows us to do just that. It allows all of us to sort of kind of make plans for the future and where we want to go and what we want to do and all of these sort of things. And I think that's really important. And if the Lord comes back in 3 years and we had long-term plans and they don't happen, well, big deal. We'll be in heaven and we won't care. So it's just that if we're constantly thinking in those terms, and if Marie and I are constantly writing like, okay, the euro is going to crash and we got to get ready, it's going to bring tension into your life. You're going to be worried about it. You're going to wake up wondering, oh my God, and I got to do this and that. That's not what the Lord is telling us to do. He said, give that a break as far as pushing it. He said, think in longer term. Now, again, that doesn't mean I don't believe in the end time or that I don't believe that the end time could be soon. But the Lord told us that that's not what we're supposed to be preaching to you, and that's not what we're supposed to be focusing on right now. And so we're not. I am glad, however, that there are a number of you who are interested in the end time and you have websites. I think it's tremendous that some of you have made videos about the Daniel series and things like that where you're teaching Dad's teachings. I think that's tremendous because, as I said, he really got those basics down. But as far as the speculation and as far as you wanting us to tell you, like, everything that's going on, this war here, or that fight there, or this economic crisis there, you know what Dad has said. You know what the Bible says. You know what the letters say. You can figure some of those things out yourself. You could sit down and pray about it. Like, is this an important event? Is there something I should do it? It doesn't have to be Maria and I telling you all that. We have other things to do. We have things to write that we can hopefully use for the mission. We have things to say that are hopefully teaching you to be able to teach others. And it's, as I said, it's really not our forte. So thank God we know from Dad the events. Thank God we have family members who are good at this, and they do have websites. If you're interested in finding out, what's going on and how does this maybe relate to that and what other preachers are saying, go there because they have good stuff. But realize that we don't feel that it's our call from the Lord to kind of tell you about what's going on all around the world. It's not our gift, and it's not how the Lord's leading us. But thankfully there is material around, and there are family members who are pretty prayerful in some of these things and have some good knowledge, and they can supply that for you too. Okay? Thanks.